Did you know that a few simple design choices could be secretly sabotaging your home, making it look, well, let's just say not as expensive as it could? Don't worry, I'm here to help you avoid those common mistakes and show you exactly how to fix them. Today we're counting down 14 interior design mistakes that cheapen your home. Some of these are subtle, some are surprising, and the last one, it's probably one that you haven't heard before. So stick around because it might just change the way you see your space entirely. So grab a coffee, hit that like button and subscribe, because this is just the beginning of creating a home and a life that you absolutely love. Empty walls can feel bare, but overloading them with art, photos and shelves can quickly overwhelm the space. It's like putting on every piece of jewellery you own. It's just too much. Choose one or two statement pieces. For example, a large piece of art above the sofa or a considered gallery wall on a feature wall. Remember, less is often more when it comes to styling your walls. Speaking of walls, let's address something that's about first impressions, the entryway. Your entryway is the first thing people see when they step into your home, and yet it's often treated as an afterthought. A cluttered or uninspired entryway sets the wrong tone. Add a console table with a mirror above it to reflect light and create a welcoming feel. As it's a drop zone, I like adding a stylish bowl for keys and a basket for shoes if you don't have a dedicated press or unit as you walk in. So it keeps things tidy while looking intentional. And don't forget a signature scent, like a diffuser or a candle, to create a welcoming vibe. Now that we've created a great first impression, let's tackle something that's often overlooked: lighting. Lighting is everything, and relying on just one overhead fixture can make a space feel flat and lifeless. Harsh, cold lighting is even worse. It takes away all the warmth. Layer your lighting. Use a combination of overhead lights, table lamps, and floor lamps. I love dimmers because they let you control the mood instantly. Walmart, IKEA and Cav Home are great for affordable, stylish lighting. And remember, opt for warm, soft bulbs. They make all the difference. Now that we've brightened things up, let's focus on something that can easily make your home look dated: your curtains. Short curtains, or those hung too low, are one of the quickest ways to make a room look unfinished. It shrinks the space and draws attention to the wrong areas. Hang your curtains high and wide, just below the ceiling and extending past the window frame. This trick makes your home feel taller and more expansive. With your windows looking amazing, let's bring some life into your home, literally. A room without plants can feel lifeless and sterile. Plants add texture, colour, and, well, life to the home. If you're a plant newbie, start with a monstera. They're super low maintenance, and if real plants aren't your thing, invest in high quality faux ones. Amazon have some fantastic options that look incredibly real. I'll link a few below for you. Now that your space is alive, let's tackle one of my pet peeves: bookshelves without books. Shelves filled with random trinkets but no books just feel off. It's like a bookshelf that forgot its purpose. Balance your shelves by incorporating books with decorative objects. Stack them horizontally and vertically for visual interest, and mix in small plants or vases. Thrift stores are great for finding beautiful hardcovers on a budget. Speaking of balance, this next mistake is all about proportion, and it's a big one. Furniture that's too big or too small for the room throws off the entire space. Think oversized sectionals in tiny living rooms or small chairs in a large space. Measure your room and choose furniture that fits. In smaller spaces, go for pieces with slimmer profiles and exposed legs to create an airy feel. For larger spaces, opt for bold, substantial pieces, but balance them with smaller accents like poofs or side tables. My rule of thumb: measure twice, buy once. And if you're feeling a bit overwhelmed, I go deeper into creating a space from start to finish in the design map, beginner interior design course and kit. So I'll link that below for you if you're interested. Now we're speaking about getting the right proportions, but let me tell you, even perfectly sized furniture can fall flat if it's part of this next mistake. Buying a matching furniture set might feel like an easy solution, but it can make your home look like a showroom instead of a space with personality. Just mix and match, something old and something new. Replace one or two pieces from the set with something unique, a vintage coffee table, a bold accent chair, or even DIY something. I love scouting local flea markets for treasures that add character. With furniture sorted, let's talk about the smallest details that make a big impact: texture. A room without texture can feel flat and lifeless, no matter how well it's styled. Layer in materials like velvet, cushions, woven rugs, or knit throws. One trick I love using is a jute rug as a base and layering a patterned wool one on top. It's cozy and stylish. Now let's focus on something often overlooked, but just as important: the smell of your home. A beautifully designed home that doesn't smell inviting can be a real letdown. Lingering cooking smells, bins, dampness, or pets can quickly ruin the vibe. Use candles, diffusers, or linen sprays to add a signature scent to your home. My personal favourite, a subtle lavender spray for bedding and curtains. It's calming and fresh. And don't forget to open the windows regularly for natural ventilation. And while we're on the subject of details, let's talk about finishes, because inconsistency here can throw off the whole look. Mixing metals or wood tones isn't bad. It's inconsistency that causes the problem. For example, a room with 3 different wood finishes can look chaotic if not done right. For example, pair warm woods with black metal accents or brushed nickel with whitewash wood. One of my tricks: use sample swatches when shopping to ensure everything works together. Now, inconsistency is one thing, but too much of one thing, like sticking to a theme, can also cheapen your home. A coastal theme doesn't mean seashells on every surface and fish decor on the walls. Incorporate subtle elements instead. Think soft blue and sandy beige tones, woven textures, or artwork that nods to the beach without screaming it. I like to pick one statement piece like a driftwood mirror and let it shine. If you're enjoying thinking about how to improve spaces, check out my upcoming Design Day consulting course to have your own business, even just while the kids are at school, without having to get a degree. So we're getting close to the end. Next, let's talk about clutter's flashy cousin, loud faux pieces, and word art. Think fake plants that look plasticky or mass-produced art with generic quotes like "live, laugh, love." They instantly cheapen the vibe. Go for subtlety. If you love greenery, invest in realistic faux plants or real ones. For art, check out Etsy for affordable prints or frame photos you've taken yourself for a personal touch. Finally, the moment you've been waiting for, the mistake you've probably never considered, but absolutely need to fix. Mirrors are one of the most powerful tools in interior design, but if placed poorly, they can highlight clutter, awkward angles, or even make a space feel smaller. Use mirrors strategically to reflect light and expand the room. Place them opposite a window to amplify natural light, or a blank wall to make the space feel bigger. Avoid reflecting things like cluttered shelves or awkward corners. It can make the problem worse instead of better. One of my favourite hacks: a large floor mirror leaned against the wall for an effortless, chic look. Your home is your sanctuary, and making small intentional changes can completely transform how it looks and feels. Remember, you don't have to do it all at once. Start with the tips that resonate with you and build from there. Which mistake surprised you the most? Let me know in the comments below. And if you want to know more about how to elevate your home without spending a fortune, check this video out, and I'll see you in the next one.